I'm Rasmus, and I'm an animator at Might and Delight.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm an animator here at Might and Delight.
Längre. Oh, dynamic. Paul is asking, is there any animation you had a really fun time doing? And yes, I made 2 dance animations, where the first one was based on my brother, so that was a blast. And the second one is loosely based on a Middle Eastern dance. Yep.
The next question comes from Sarah.
Sorry.
Did you make some paper or digital animations before using the in-game models, or are you working directly in Unity? We don't work directly in Unity. I usually start by working directly on the model, but sometimes I do some sketches on pen and paper, and do some poses, or just act out with my body.
This one's from Weapons Grade Humanity. What is your gold standard for game animation, and how have you pursued this standard in the course of your work on Book of Travels? Being an animator, I would love for everything to be animation driven, but that would be a real pain to work, to play, I think. So we need to find a balance between how the motion feels and how it looks. We try to base everything on reality and how you would do it for real if you were to light a fire or pick an apple. But we also need to find the balance between the gameplay of it. It would be kind of tedious if it took 20 minutes to build a fireplace in the game. No one would want to play that, I think, except for maybe me. Maybe you, Alex. I don't know.
And here's the question from Aulu. Do you use any references, and has Flick been on one of them?
Alex, remember when you first started here and it was winter and you were supposed to do a digging animation with a shovel? And I'm of the school where I want you to I want to understand the motion that I'm working with, so I always try them out, even if it's like animating a cat or so. So I forced Alex to go outside and dig a hole for one afternoon.
Yeah.
Good time.
It was cold.
Yeah. But
thank you, Sensei. How has animating for a game with a fixed perspective differed from animating from one with 360-degree camera? It doesn't really matter how you rotate the character, because you really need to think that in a game we don't have fixed rotation, but we mainly have to think of how far the characters are from the camera, because they can be really small, and we need to make them each motion visible from all angles.
Jimmy Smith is asking, can you give us a sneak peek at one of your absolute favorite animations done so far? No.
Well, I wish I could, but can't, really. I haven't released it all. Here's the question from Achille. I'm really interested in how animated interactions among assets are designed and programmed. Is there any kind of physical or hard body, soft body engine of some kind? I don't know if I really can interpret that how you said it, but basically in Book of Travels we have items that are used by the characters on them. We only switch their visibility or turn them on when we need them. The characters don't actually touch things in the world itself. So if I take this this mug, it's the character always has it on, but it's not visible. So if I want to take a drink, so it is just I do the movement, which is the thing that actually sells the thing that we drink. So it will bloop, and drink. that's how we do it, really. It's mostly smoke and mirrors, like everything else in game industry and development. Would you describe it anything different, Rasmus?
No, you aced it. This one's from Lovalotic. Will the fireplace play a significant role in the game? I hope so, since it's a big part of traveling. Will we need the fireplace to do certain things, etc.? As it is right now, you use the fireplace for certain things, like dry your clothes off after you're wet, and you can brew tea over the fire. And if not for like gameplay specific things, I would view the fireplace as a really strong role playing tool to use. Yeah.
Okay, here's a question from Kixie. Yeah, Kixie. The game is very stylized. What inspiration did you draw to match that animation was? As we have said before, we try to base it on reality. We do that so that we can get to know the motion, so we understand it, and then like we will interpret that movement to and give it a little bit flair to make it better for like in a game. And also we want to add something. We want to like a likability character and such. And that's at least what we hope we do good, and at least what we strive for. Blashir, sorry if I
Blashir,
said it.
Blashir, maybe.
Yeah, we go with that. Sorry if we said it wrong.
Sorry, Blashir.
So your question is, what is the animation process in-house? When do you know when you hit the mark on an animation? Yeah, I usually work on it, an animation. Then I will sometimes feel like, oh, I need to ask my colleagues, like Rasmus here, or we can ask other people in the house because there are a lot of people who has great knowledge in animation inside here at Might and Delight, and it's really good to have an extra pair of eyes to do this. But it's kind of different. We each have our own process, really. Rasmus?
Uh, First off, I'd like to like develop the character that will do the motion that we're animating. From that, like motivate the motion. Why is the character doing the motion in this way? And how do they feel about it? Do they think about it, or is it like I've done this so many times that it comes to me naturally and I don't have to think about it? Or am I in a new situation and stuff like that? So I let the character decide on how to like do the motion. It's usually me and Alex that we talk about how do we want this character to be, and then we ask our colleagues as well. After that, we just sit and animate, and then we have a process of asking each other, can you look at this? Or we ask anyone in the house to like, can you view this and do you have any feedback? And then I usually ask Alex, are you happy with this? And if is, then we're good to go. Like that's the mark.